How's it going, guys? Chris Williams, real estate investor from Central California. Today I'm going to be showing you how to pull pre-foreclosure lists using PropStream. Now this is actually part of a multi-part series, me showing how to pursue pre-foreclosures and then some videos on cold calling them as well. So this is on PropStream. Now, like always, there is a 7-day free trial link below the pinned comments and in the description. It is an affiliate link, but you can get it for 7 days and you can pull a small list there as well. And I also have a free Google Drive. There's no sign up required. You just click it and go download what you want. It has some cold call scripts, has some free ebooks. There's some stuff like this, some sheets, a lead sheet you can print out, and this one is for seller lead, so you can give information. And then there's one on cash buyers as well. Lots of free resources. It's just my way to get back to you. So hey, like the video, subscribe, and let's check out PropStream. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and search my county. I'm going to come over here to filters, lead lists. So here's some like predetermined lead lists. So you have auctions, high equity, pre-probate. Pre-probate is great. Senior owners, tax delinquents, all that. Zombie properties. Now in PropStream it has zombie properties. That is the combined list of pre-foreclosure and vacant. Those are great for cold calling. Oftentimes somebody's actually passed away, or maybe they live out of state. So being able to track them down or next of kin can be great. But usually there's only a few per market. So here, pre-foreclosure. And I'm going to come over here and do a little bit more of these filters here. Residential. Now when it comes to wholesaling or flipping, I don't really care between single family and condo and really anything else. To me, a deal is a deal. I have no preference, right? As long as the numbers work, I will do the deal. But here you can do, right, there's a lot of different things. If you have a very specific type of property you want to go after, you can do those things. You can do multifamily, bedroom, bathroom, building size. I don't care. Again, it's all in the numbers of the deal. You can do PropStream Intelligence here. This is kind of new. It's their combination of AI. I haven't really dove into that too much, but I will. And I will make a video on that as well. So MLS, I'm going to do no on market. It doesn't really matter for you, for me, because I am licensed. I don't typically pursue somebody that's already listed. I don't want it to look like I'm trying to step on an agent's toes. Even though I approach these homeowners as a buyer and not an agent, and I know my license isn't involved, still I don't want to ruffle feathers. Now you could, if you look at what's on the market and it's in pre-foreclosure, you could then contact that listing agent and say, hey, I see your client is in default. I know the auction date's coming up. Will they take a quick cash offer? That's a great way to get deals on the MLS as well. I might actually do that. So here, MLS, just me personally, I'm going to choose no. Now you could go and do expired in pre-foreclosure. Pre-foreclosure details, I don't really care about that. The filter for pre-foreclosure is already set. Owner info, here again you could do owner, occupied, or absentee. Absentee just simply means that their tax mailing address is different than the actual home. So generally that means that they are a landlord. But again, homeowner, owner, occupied, or landlord, I don't really care. Years of ownership. Now I am going to do 1, because here's the thing. Not every system, whether it be PropStream or Batch or anything else, Property Radar, none of it is 100% perfect. So a lot of times, something will show up as a notice of default, but maybe 3 or 4 months ago, the home sold. Now that property may still show up in your list because that notice of default is still showing up in their system. Again, there's no perfect system. Every program like this has its flaws. I wouldn't really say that's a flaw as much as property tax records are not always kept up 100%. So I just weed out those ones that maybe sold in the last couple months, but maybe that notice of default still shows within the system. Owner type, I don't delineate between individual. It could be LLC, it could be a trust. I like it all. I will contact everybody. Liens, again, you can throw on different motivating factor filters if it's divorced or has any kind of like a property tax lien or something. But again, just for today, I'm going strictly strictly your just everyday average pre-foreclosure. Mortgage, you could do this as well. So you're going to look at equity. Where is that at? Missed it. Oh, LTV and equity is here. Again, I don't care about estimated value. If you are going after a specific type of homes in specific areas, you can narrow it down here. I'm not going to. Again, it's all in the numbers. Estimated equity position or equity. You could do anything. Just for today, I'm going to choose 15%. So that just means, that I'm probably not going to have a $100,000 house here. But if the house is estimated to be worth $100,000, that means that loan balance will be $85,000 or less. So there's got to be at least 15% or 15 grand worth of equity in that home. Now, because I am an agent as well, if I see that they don't have very much equity, I could kind of flip the script and come in as an agent to be able to help them sell their home on the market. So you can do mortgage, all that kind of stuff. Again, I don't really care. So here you have 200 properties that fit that criteria all over Fresno County, mostly within Fresno City or City of Clovis. Now you can go down and you can narrow certain properties. Actually, look at this. Here, this is what I was talking about. Hopefully YouTube doesn't take this down. But look, this says this is notice of default recording. Okay, I see a picture. When was it on the MLS? Failed. Okay, so it looks like, I'm recording this in late January 2025. So this looks like it was on the MLS in November. Again, I am an agent, so I'm going to pull it up on the MLS and see what happened there. But if you find something that looks like it failed, or it was listed or may have sold, you could pull it up on realtor.com or any of those other websites. Now, again, there's no perfect system. PropStream's IDX into MLSs are not perfect. I don't know any system that is, so a lot of that MLS information may be accurate and some of it may not. So it may show that it failed, which means that it either canceled or withdrew or expired. But maybe you pull it up on the MLS and it's actually still active. Again, there's no perfect system. That's why we just gotta double check everything. I use multiple websites whenever I do my research. Okay, so I have this property's listing number. And it did cancel. Okay. Now, off my top of my head, I don't know the value, but 370. So it was owner occupied. Now, why did they cancel? Only listed for 13 days. 13 days. PropStream estimates it's worth about 360. Well, that's probably why you canceled. No traction. But anyways, again, I'll obviously double check that. But here, I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to select all. I'm going to add to list. I'm going to create a new list. Just so you see that, right? I selected all, add to list, create new list. I like to abbreviate stuff, PREF, pref, that's short for pre-foreclosure. Okay, so that list is saved within PropStream. So now you have a couple different options. You can skip trace that from within PropStream, or you could export that Excel file and upload it to somewhere like Batch. Or again, you can go to True People Search and just go one by one and start filling in that info and just call them, right? As soon as you get a number, call it. So if you want to skip trace from within PropStream, you can just come over here to the menu, do skip tracing, hit select contacts, come over here to the available contacts. Lots of lists over the years. So what was it? Pref 123. Go ahead and do add selected right here. So you have to select it. And we're going to go done. 206 contacts. List Automator is great. It is a great add-on to it's a great add-on to PropStream. So what List Automator will do is it will keep track of a saved list, and it will contact you whenever a potential lead is added to that list or removed. So here you would do next, and then you'd pay for that skip tracing. I'm not going to do that right now. To be honest, it's a little hard because once you download a list, you'll see a lot of the names will be jumbled up. So let's say my name's Chris Williams. let's say if I own this home in a trust, it may show William C. Family Trust or something like that as the owner. So if you go skip trace that, you're probably not going to get a hit. But if you go look at it, it does take more time. But again, if they're super motivated list, you want to dig into a little bit. So I would go in, find out who actually owns that or who's the trustee, and then change the first name, last name to Chris Williams. And then when I skip trace it, the actual accurate information will show up. Same thing with LLCs. A lot of times if you just do, 123 Main Street LLC, you won't actually get the info. But if you look up that LLC through like Corporate Wiki, which is a free site, you can actually see who the members are of that LLC and then add that to your list and then skip trace them. So it does take work. But again, work, putting your hands to the plow, digging the hole is what bears the fruit. So you got to put work in. So now I'm going to just show you exporting that list. I'm going to select my list, select all, then right here to export. So now I've opened this list here. Again, I can't show too much information on there because if YouTube picks up that it shows other people's personal info, like their first name, last name, and their mailing address or anything like that, they will pull the video. But honestly, go check it out, try it. Again, if you don't have that free trial, you can download 50 properties. So start with 10, start with 20. Download that list, go and edit it, and then skip trace them and just start calling. So if you like this video, please like it, subscribe, and stay tuned for part 2, which is actually going to be me cold calling these people. And hopefully I can get a hold of some people and you'll be able to see that as well. So see you next time.